Thanks indeed. Yes, that's going to be a big occasion tomorrow. But viewers, today, part 2 of our continued investigation. It's a big story. It was very well received yesterday. One hopes that when you hear the details that I'm going to give out today, you will realize the magnitude of the problem. Viewers, villagers in 6 Trichy villages in Tamil Nadu may be reeling from shock after they suddenly woke up to find that their land, ancestral land, has been claimed by the Waqf board. Because, viewers, of a draconian law framed in 1995 by the then Congress central government that gives them sweeping powers to take over any property. But what if I told you that the Waqf bullied the UPA government to cede acres upon acres of prized land in Delhi's Latyan zone? And what if I told you that the land was granted? What if I told you that the decision was taken by Dr. Manmohan Singh's cabinet and informed via a secret note? What if I told you that the Congress was, quote, pleased, unquote, to hand over this land in Latyan's Delhi, acres and acres of precious land? What if I told you that the decision was taken hurriedly, allegedly without a prior survey and just days before the 2014 elections? I'm sure you will think I'm spreading disinformation. Why would anyone bend over backwards to entertain the fancies of one particular organization? But I'm not, viewers, spreading disinformation. Your channel has unearthed the secret note. It has unearthed a massive surrender, and it even knows which properties these are in Connaught Place, Ashoka Road, Mathura Road, and several other high-value VVIP enclaves. Here, viewers, in my hand is the UPA era secret note, which gifted away Delhi on a platter to the Waqf. And it isn't just 1 or 2 properties, but 123 prized parcels of land in Latyan's Delhi, some even running into hundreds of crore rupees. And it just took one phone call to denotify the land in favor of the Waqf board. Indeed, we know that clause 43 of the Waqf Act is so powerful that even a government can find it difficult to say no. At least the government that has a vested interest in keeping a particular vote bank happy. This 2014 note, secret note, let me take you through it, viewers. Here it writes, if you just focus on this document, right here on top, secret most immediate. It's written on the 5th of March 2014. It is sent out by Mr. Jay P. Prakash, who is the additional secretary, to Dr. Sudhir Krishna, Secretary, Ministry of Urban Development, New Delhi. Viewers, this note, which is signed by n number of officials, and all within just 2 weeks of the Lok Sabha polls being notified, says, please refer to the telephonic request. Telephonic request, I told you, one call, made by Secretary, Ministry of Urban Development on 04/3/2014, requesting that the decision of the Cabinet allowing the title to revert to Delhi Waqf Board or Mutawallis be communicated to the ministry pending formal issuance of minutes. Pending formal issuance of minutes. Look at the hurry, viewers. All words I'm reading out. Denotification of 123 properties in Delhi under the control of LNDO DDA, allowing the title to revert to Delhi Waqf Board or Mutawallis be communicated to the ministry pending formal issuance of minutes. Viewers, in this regard, it goes on to say, it is informed that the Cabinet has, in the meeting on 02/03/2014, just 3 days prior to this letter, considered note dated 04/02/2014 and the supplementary note dated 27/02/2014. This note was written by the Waqf, viewers, demanding these properties, circulated in the meeting from the Ministry of Urban Development regarding denotification of 123 properties in Delhi under the control of LNDO DDA and allowing the title to revert to the Delhi Waqf Board or Mutawallis, and approved the proposals contained in paragraph 16 of the main note subject to the following condition. The conditions are listed here, viewers. The minutes of the meeting will be issued in due course. Act even before the minutes of the meeting have been put out. In the meantime, this letter is being issued on your request to take further action in the matter with regards J.P. Prakash. Viewers, what happens then is a list of properties. Here all of the properties listed. You can see them. They're in my hand, each one of them. You also have on the 5th of March, Ministry of Home Affairs notification. In pursuance of powers vested under Section 93 of the Right to Fair Compensation and Transparency in Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act 2013, 30 of 2013, the central government is pleased. Viewers, pleased. The government is joyfully doing this to withdraw from acquisition of the below mentioned Waqf properties under control of LNDO and Delhi Development Authority subject to the following conditions. So, viewers, what you have here is acre upon acre, 123 prized properties handed on a platter to the Waqf, which decided that the time had come to claim them. Viewers, let me now take you over some of these properties. It's not just any land, but prime and prized land in the heart of Delhi, which was gifted away by the Congress to the Waqf. Let's give you a sense of what the gifts to Waqf are worth. Let's put it on our screens. What are gifts to Waqf's worth? Now, viewers, you have a property, Minto Bridge Mosque, Connaught Place, land rate 7.74 lakh square meters. Muslim graveyard along Lodi Road, land rate 7.74 lakh square meters. Masjid Tibia College, Karol Bagh, land rate 1.5 lakh square meters. Dargah Sahib opposite Jama Masjid, land rate 90,000 square meters. Muslim graveyard, Lodi Road, land rate 63,000 square meters. This is the MCD's minimum circle rate of 2014. Viewers, we are telling you what the properties were worth back then. Viewers, in fact, we traveled to two of the properties which were generously gifted away to the Waqf. They're in prime locations of Motilal Nehru Marg and near Tilak Bridge. One of them, viewers, is even inside Rashtrapati Bhavan, believe it or not. Watch these ground reports, listen in.
Spread criticism of the Waqf vote by the right-wing organization in the country. Here we are at one of the 123 properties owned by Waqf board which were given to them by the central government. That has raised a controversy in the country. Here at the Motilal Nehru Marg in the heart of the national capital, just minutes away from the parliamentary building in Delhi. We are at the Tilak Bridge in the national capital, and just left side of this Tilak Bridge is one of the 123 properties of Waqf board that they are claiming to be theirs. In the affidavit filed, in a counter affidavit filed in the Delhi High Court in the response against a petition filed by a BJP leader Ashwini Upadhyay and also senior advocate Vishnu Jain. This is a Babasa mosque just nearby the Tilak Bridge in the national capital, and this is one of the property of the Waqf board that they are claiming.
Now, viewers, there's a problem here. The problem is that when the NDA came in, they halted the transfer. And it's only a problem for the Waqf. Why? Because, viewers, a judgment of a court previously, of a high court, had said that it is incumbent upon any government to first get a survey commissioned through the Waqf board to determine if these properties were genuinely properties belonging to the Waqf board. That survey was never done, viewers. And this was confirmed to us by the person who led the single member committee appointed by the NDA after they halted this transfer, which the UPA was pleased to enact. Viewers, after the single person committee made its report, another committee was set up, a two-person committee with IAS officers. The first one was a judge. Second committee was set up a few years ago to once again look into all of this. The matter is in court because when the government decided to give one of these impugned properties to the ITBP, the Waqf went to court. That matter is also being heard, viewers, in the court. So there's a gridlock. Sarkari properties claimed because, viewers, as I told you, no other organization, trust or body representing any other faith has such unbridled powers. When we confronted the Waqf chairman of Tamil Nadu, he laughed off the concerns of the villagers of Trichy who were on the verge of losing their lands to the Waqf. You saw that last night. This exclusive right enjoyed by the Waqf makes a mockery of the idea of equality under the Constitution. It trivializes secularism, it mocks the members of other faiths, and it is against the principles of natural justice. But viewers, when petitioners move the Supreme Court, calling upon the Supreme Court to strike down this draconian provision which empowers the Waqf, the Jamaat-e-Islami, has come out a very influential Muslim party and has sought to intervene and, viewers, stop the courts from taking any action. The Jamaat clearly doesn't think there's anything wrong. In fact, its leaders think that getting special privileges is a God-given right. That's why the Jamaat is fighting petitioners who are challenging the impunity granted to the Waqf by the Act of Parliament. Last night I showed you how the Congress Ida amendment to the Waqf Act dating back to 1995 gives the Waqf special powers. I took you through each one of those special powers. Viewers, it's the only body that can declare any registered, viewers, mark my words, property of trust society as Waqf. And it can then initiate an inquiry. Waqf can then call for the registration of such property under the Waqf Act. Or Waqf board can call upon those individuals to respond via show cause why such property should not be so registered in the Waqf's name. Section 54 of the Waqf Act 1995. In case of encroachment, Waqf CEO will serve a show cause notice and conduct an inquiry. If Waqf CEO is satisfied that property is Waqf's, that may ask the tribunal to order the eviction. If they refuse to evict within 45 days, board can take possession of property. Viewers, no other authority in this country has that much power. Tomorrow they can come to your home and say it's standing on Waqf land. We've done some sort of a survey. We notify you. Tell us why you think this property should not be handed over to us. If you can't furnish a reasonable explanation in 45 days, you're out. You're out. And you can't do anything because Section 101 of the Waqf Act also denotes every member of the Waqf board as a public servant. So if you try to obstruct, you try to stop, you could go to jail. Viewers, this shows that the Waqf has been empowered to run basically an empire of its own. And it has an empire. It's the third, arguably the third largest holder of land. And a lot of that land, viewers, is contested. Just like in Trichy, where the villagers are shocked. They said that generation upon generation of our family owned this land and suddenly we